Good day, ladies and gentlemen. This is your Canadian Captain speaking. I'd like to welcome you to a new series of videos that I'll be putting out. We'll be showcasing what I call the delightful list. Now, some of you may be asking yourselves, who is this? Why should I listen? And what exactly is the delightful list? Well, that's the purpose of this first video. We're going to go over all of these things, so sit back and relax. Chapter 1. Who am I? Well, you can call me Canadian Captain Mustache, although CCM's a little bit faster. In real life, I'm a professional, employed, current, and very experienced real-world pilot. I've been flying for a living for 15 years, and over the years, I've had the opportunity to fly a vast array of different aircraft in all sorts of situations. My job over the last 13 years has seen me flying in a seasonal emergency response role. My most recent ride has been a high-performance twin turboprop, and a large majority of the flying that I do is done low-level, high-speed, in severe conditions. I have flown in all weather conditions, in all types of terrain, and in all sorts of situations that the average pilot may not see in their lifetime. Now, I tell you all this not to brag, not to show off, but merely to answer questions, as anytime I tend to analyze or criticize flight simulator add-ons, the inevitable first question is, well, how much flying time do you have? Have you ever flown in this situation? Have you ever flown this aircraft? I haven't seen all scenarios, of course. I haven't flown all aircraft, of course, but I have seen enough to know what feels realistic and what doesn't. And that's where we get to the gist of the delightful list. But before that, I'll tell you just a little bit about my history in flight simulators. I started in flight simulators when I was very young. My dad got one as a Christmas gift, and that was in 1984, and I was hooked ever since. I progressed and grew with Flight Simulator as it grew. I had to have them all. And come the late 90s, early 2000s, I started modding. I started tweaking, I started changing, I started seeing where I could fix things, and it just progressed from there. Now, I don't claim to know the entire ins and outs of the development kit, nor every line in a config file, but I can usually find my way through to turn a few of the impossible things possible. So I think it's safe to say I consider myself qualified for the typical sorts of questions as they arise. Chapter 2. What is the delightful list? Well, it's really just that. It's a list of aircraft that I and my community have decided give you a certain feeling when you fly. They're delightful. They're nice to fly. They feel like a real aircraft. Do they hit all the book numbers? Do they match everything perfectly? No, probably not. But they are things that I can easily and quickly recommend if someone's looking for a recommendation on a specific type of aircraft. And that's about it. If you're looking for the complete delightful list, please feel free to join my Discord. In my Discord, if you ask about the delightful list or type in !delightful, it'll pop up right there. I keep it updated as best I can with new releases as I see fit. So if you follow this series, that's what you've got to look forward to. We'll showcase some of my favorites and maybe eventually even the entire list. We'll see. In the meantime, thank you for watching. Thank you for stopping by. Feel free to stop by my Discord. The link is down below. And you can catch me regularly streaming on Twitch. The link is also down below. Until next time, this is your Canadian Captain, signing off.